And then Moomac want to talk about some, oh, you didn't beat me up. It gave Ty what? Tie your shoe. Tighter next time. Maybe you'll be able to get in there with Sway because she got you, sister.
Look, let's be clear, I ain't never took a loss. Every time I go shopping, I ain't gotta check the cost. Still independent, still my own boss. Still got bad bitches coming up they draws. Eat the beat up like a motherfucking Frito. Lucci flaming hot like a motherfucking Cheeto. This is not an act, I am not Don Cheeto. So the nigga out, treat him like a free coat. Yeah, you heard right, I'm a whole ass gangster. Made him eat my butt, ain't even say thank ya. Thought he's gon' fuck, no nigga, I'm a prankster. I can make a thug nigga feel like a wankster. Pull up down my green like Shigo.
What's up, Lucci Gang? It's your girl, Lucci V, and welcome back to my channel. I'm back with another video, and today I'm going to be recapping Mean Girls Season 2 finale, okay? So if you would like to get into a little Mean Girls tea with me, then stay tuned to this video right here. But first, make sure you like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell, ding, ding, ding. And let's get it. So we know the last episode in that living room, it was going up, okay? And one of the famous twins, Nim, she was standing on top of, I don't know, Zanaya said it was a dresser or whatever. She was standing up there, and Zanaya tried to, I don't know if she thought she drank a Red Bull and had wings. She tried to leap on top of there or whatever, and she pulled Nim down. She didn't really do much, but pulled her down, and security caught them. And as Sway was trying to run up, I guess to, you know, make sure her sister was cool, security held her back, and then Moomac got a free little boom in on her. So she like, okay, now we're on that. Like, because honestly, the famous twins was chilling. They, you know what I'm saying? They wasn't trying to be in no mess unless it was necessary. You know, like some of the girls, I think they was taking the Mean Girls too serious. Like, let me just go around the house being mean to everybody, you know, and just start any kind of drama. And the famous twins, they kind of was just like, well, if ain't nobody messing with us, we ain't gonna mess with them, which I really liked, because it's like, let it be natural. If somebody pressing you, then yeah, but just going around to start stuff for a storyline, no, it's not giving that. So they go outside or whatever, and Fly Nine's all like, y'all need to get on that. I know y'all not scary, y'all need to get on that. Talk to the famous twins, and they like, we run a phase when we want to run phase, like not because somebody telling us to, which I agree with, you know, but I do agree with the picking and choosing. Like Zanaya and Moomac were the ones that were saying stuff, saying that the famous twins weren't giving and all this and that. And Sway was saying she wanted to run it with Dolly. I do feel like that was picking and choosing, because Dolly not even the one that was saying it, but okay, whatever. They outside, Zanaya comes out there, and she all like, yeah, I'll take both of y'all. And she like fake swings on both of them, so that both the twins start swinging. And Casella come up like, no jumping, no jumping. She just said, I'll take both of y'all, and acted like she was finna swing on both of us. What do you mean no jumping? No shade, like, girl, don't play with me, sister. So Moomac comes downstairs, and they run a 2-on-2. Is Moomac versus Sway, and then Zanaya versus Nim again. And I'm not going to lie, everybody thought Sway was being scary. Baby, she got out there with Mac and Moomac, or whatever her name is, baby. Moomac was getting Miss Mary Mac, okay? And then Moomac want to talk about some, oh, you didn't beat me up. It gave Ty what? Tie your shoe. Tighter next time. Maybe you'll be able to get in there with Sway, because she got you, sister. I ain't gonna hold you. Even Fly Night was like, hold on, because Sway came out there with the, yeah, like, she came out there getting that. Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. She gagged the whole house, and she gagged me too, because I'm like, dang, Sway is acting kind of like, you know, acting a little scary Mary on here. But them ones that be trying to not get out there with y'all, them the ones you gotta leave alone. Them the ones you gotta just leave alone. Now, Zanaya versus Nim part 2. I feel like Zanaya knew that Nim was kind of getting her in that first round. So this round, you know, not that Nim just got overly tore up, but I mean, it was like her head was getting knocked back. Zanaya was boom, 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 getting it. Like, I feel like Zanaya definitely redeemed herself from that first round, okay? Then I thought it was really bogus that Pressure tried to bring up like the stuff with them. You know, I'm not going to go into too much detail about it, but we know the story of the famous twins and the stuff with they dad and all that, and him being unalived and all that. And Pressure was kind of trying to bring it up, and Sway started crying. You could tell it's something she's very sensitive about. And now that TV was like flashing pictures of the dad, like it was supposed to be like a nice memorial thing of it. But then they kept zooming in on her crying, like, and then Pressure and And Barbie was all in the confessional, popping it about them and the situation. Like, yeah, you thought we weren't gonna bring it up. Yeah, we're gonna bring it up. This Mean Girls court. Yeah, yeah. What happened? Tell us what happened. Woo, woo. And then Pressure even said like, "F y'all unalive daddy," and I was just like what? Like, I don't know, y'all. I've never been the type of person that says that stuff that harsh to people. Like, for what? Like, I don't know. That's crazy. Then they play football, and I ain't gonna lie, they was playing hard. They was getting hurt. It was giving NFL. I was like, do these girls really be having on helmets and pads or something? Like, do they really do this behind the scenes? Because they was really getting in the field. Like, Zanaya was pushing people real hard. She pushed and pulled Kasala, whatever her name is, pulled her wig off, pushed her, and she wasn't really feeling it. So her and Zanaya was kind of getting on it. And Zanaya was like, I didn't mean it like that. I was just playing the game. Like, I'm sorry for being so aggressive. And they were able to talk through it and get past it. But Barbie's team ended up winning. Go ahead, Barbie. And Pressure, of course, had to throw a little jab at Barbie and say, yeah, this is the first thing she ever won in her life. And da da da. Like, she is so mean to Barbie on this show, I swear. So then it's time for the Mean Girls homecoming, and everyone is supposed to dress up nice, look cute, give a little look, And Cash and Knuckles show up, and a lot of other Now That's TV personalities I saw in the homecoming as well. Now, I guess Hayes kind of felt the type of way that Cash and Knuckles were there, because you could see a scene of Henny trying to tell her, like, what are you talking about? We good, we cool, and like, it's all good. Calm down and woo woo. And then she was like, if you being scary, just say that. And Henny had me cracking up on that, because it's like, for real, Hayes, girl, because it didn't seem like they was thinking about them. Like, I ain't gonna lie, it didn't seem like Cash and Knuckles was even thinking about the Vanity Sisters. Like, girl, what are you doing? So then we see Cash and Knuckles, and it looked like they trying to check Zanaya for talking about people kids or whatever. And Zanaya like, well, they talked about my baby first. So, and I just thought that was the weirdest thing, because Cash, baby, she talk about people kids, people unalive parents, people like saying F people, baby. Like, she be talking about people kids all the time. So it's like, how you gonna try to check somebody else for talk about people kids, and you be doing that on a regular? Like, that's your kid, baby. You talks about people kids, okay? Then out of nowhere, Winsor and Dolly just attacked the famous twins from behind. And it was like, for what? Like, they already said that they weren't allowed to fight at this venue. So Isaiah was like, yeah, whoever just did that, you're not getting paid. But the thing was, they were saying how one of the famous twins, I think they said Nim, rode in the car by herself with Winsor and Dolly on the way there, and they was not on that type of timing with her. And then when the cameras came on, they see them from behind, they just sneaked them from behind. I thought that was corny. I didn't like that. Like, call out a fair one, because when Sway wanted to run it with Dolly, she was like, she called it out, like, I want to run it with you. The whole sneaking from behind, pulling the wig off and all that in a place where y'all weren't even allowed to be doing that. No, you get 0 points for that. I thought that was lame. Then we see Barbie and Fly Nye going back and forth. Barbie's trying to get some food, and Fly Nye's telling her, like, you look a mess. Barbie's telling her, you look a mess, you look cheap, you wearing Pressure clothes. Da da da. They going back and forth, and Barbie has a plate of food in her hand, and Fly Nye tries to knock it out her hand. She doesn't knock it out her hand, so Barbie, boom, throws it right at Fly Nye's all over her dress. And Barbie's like, yeah, you lost your title, Fly Nye. You already got beat up on the show. I'm like, the gag that Henny did this season is crazy. Okay, so then outside we see Cash acting like she want to run it with Zanaya, because of I guess Zanaya talking about the kids thing, and Zanaya keeps saying they talked about my baby first. I got a newborn baby. They talked about my baby first, so yeah, I'm gonna talk about somebody else's baby back if they talk about my baby. And then it was like Knuckles is all like, ain't nobody finna get on that with Cash or woo. It's like, girl, Cash is trying to get on that with somebody. I feel like because they came back, Cash and Knuckles didn't really want to just come back and not do nothing. You know what I'm saying? They done came back. They done left the show, came back for the homecoming. I feel like they wanted to just, do something. They wanted to have a moment for camera. You know what I'm saying? Then it was like Zanaya's cousin came out trying to ask like what was going on, and I guess she was talking to Cash and Knuckles asking like what's going on, and Zanaya getting all up on her face like, you asked me why you politicking with them, you asked me what's going on, don't go up to them and ask what's going on, woo woo. And it's like Zanaya be too quick to try to bug up on her cousin. It's like, even me personally, I feel like that should have been done off camera. Like, don't let nobody see no crack in your foundation. I feel like if she felt the type of way, do that in private. Don't let nobody else, don't let no other duos, don't let nobody see that y'all having any kind of problems, because they will prey on that and start putting a bug in your ear, bug in her ear, and then make y'all really get into it. So I don't think she should have been doing that in front of everybody. Then we see a scene of the girls like play fighting in the house, all that, you know what I'm saying? It was basically the end of the episode. They did a flashback of all the stuff. We did also see outside of the homecoming some guys trying to get into it with Isaiah, but I had no clue who the guy was, or like, so I didn't feel the need to speak on that, because it's like, what, boy, gone. But yeah, it seems like from what I've been seeing on the socials that the reunion is going to be kind of crazy. So I don't know when they're dropping the reunion, but of course I'll recap that whenever they drop the reunion. I feel like this season was pretty cool. Like I said though, y'all, I don't know if they do another season if I'll recap that, because I don't like, they a little too mean. I don't know, like y'all, some of the stuff I just felt like I couldn't give a good opinion on it, because like I'm not in that kind of mind frame. Like, you know, like being mean for no reason and all that. It's like I can't relate to that. So like everything they was doing on the show, it was kind of like, oh, this is a no for me. Like, you know. But yeah, you guys, so who was your favorite this season? I've been had my favorite. They have stayed the same. It's Vanity Rose for me. I feel like they should win. I've seen a lot of people say it's between Vanity Rose or Zanaya's duo. I mean, I guess if we're going off of who was being the meanest, it would be Zanaya and her duo, because Zanaya was ready to get on there with anybody. But the breakout star of the season for me was Henny. But yeah, comment down below. Let me know who you guys' favorite duo was this season. Who do you guys think should win season 2 of Mean Girls? And hope you guys enjoyed this video, and thank you for watching.